Hi, everyone, and welcome back to school. My name is Courtney Lukeman, and I will be your child's math teacher this year. Located on the screen in front of you is my contact information, including my email and the extension to my voicemail. So if you need me for any reason this year, whether it's just a question, a concern, or something that pops up later in the year, please be sure to use one of these two methods of communication for me. A little bit about me. I have been in the Denville Township School District for the last 6 years. I am a 7th and 8th grade math teacher. I teach both resource room classes and in-class support settings. For those of you whose child has me in an in-class support setting, I will be working with Mrs. Vargas and also Mrs. Ketch this year. I additionally went to Centenary College, which is now Centenary University, and this year I decided to start my master's degree in special education. In June of 2019, I got married. In December of 2019, we moved, and then Corona hit. So thankfully, these big major events in my life happened before all this stuff happened. I also am an avid workout person. I like to work out every day before school. I also like to read, which I was able to do a lot this summer around my pool. And I like to spend a lot of family time and friend time. So some topics that we're going to be covering this year are going to be rational numbers and equations, circles and area, probability. Just so you're aware, these topics are not in the same order as they are in the textbook, which is located right on the screen in front of you. It's the red textbook. We may not even go in this order, but we'll see how the year goes and everything like that. In terms of the textbook, your children will get the online version. If for any reason you feel like they need a hardcover copy of the book, just please email me and we can always try to get that to you somehow. The class supplies for this year, especially for those students who are going to be in person, definitely the Chromebook and the charger. We have already been having some issues, so possibly the charger would be a good idea. We also would like for your child to have a notebook, a binder. It doesn't really matter to me, but if I do give out some handouts for those who are in class, might be good to have a binder. You could also have a folder to designate for homework or just for math. Paper and pencil is definitely necessary. And if you would like to, or if you have one, you can have a calculator. If you are going to plan on purchasing one, I would consider getting the 4-function calculator, which is the kind of calculator your child will need for a standardized test. Grading this year is no different than it was last year. Our tests are 50% of our grade. Quizzes and projects will be 40%, and homework and classwork will be 10%. Each assignment will be given a different amount of points, between 2 and 10, based on the time given and the length of the assignment. Also, all assignments will be posted on Google Classroom, my website, and posted in class on the homework board for those students who will be in school. So these are some of the websites and resources that we will be using this year. So my website can be located on the Valley View homepage. You just have to scroll down and find me, Mrs. Lukeman. This is where you will find homework for each class period. It is found on the left-hand side. Also, too, just make sure that you know which of the class periods your child is in. I have periods 5 and then period 7. So please make sure that you're looking under the right homework tab, as sometimes the homework may be different depending on the period. You will also see Google Classroom codes and links. If you are not a part of our Google Classroom, you can always email me, or you can try to become a part of our classroom there. You will also see my schedule to see when I have your child during the day. I just actually talked about this, the Big Ideas Math textbook. We did log into the textbooks and everything. Most of your children decided to have the Chromebook memorize the username and password, but if for any reason they forget the password and something happens, they can always reset it and I will be able to email them back about it. We're also going to use a Big Ideas Math journal. It is actually a workbook in which your child can take it home, and if, they use it or don't use it, they can either hold on to it or they could recycle it. It's not something that has to come back necessarily like the textbook. We will also be using Freckle like the last 2 years, except for probably not as extensively as we did this past year. Probably just a lot of targeted practice, and this is sometimes where homework assignments might be assigned. We're also going to be doing something new, which is called Get More Math, We're going to be signing up for this within the next 2 days, and the kids and I are going to navigate this together as this is a brand new application that we're going to be using this year. And also located on Google Classroom are manipulative kits. So since your kids are in 7th grade, they are 7th and 8th grade manipulatives. Such things are a slope calculator, not that the 7th graders need to use that, but there's also a bunch of other ones that we might be able to be using, like a number line. So these are just some of the Google Meet expectations that I myself, and I know that some of the other teachers are making sure that we're posting. These Google Meet expectations not only go for the students who are all virtual, but also for all of our students that are going to be attending in the afternoon. So when we're all together, these are the things that I kind of expect for your child to do, especially finding a quiet place and coming prepared. That would be one of the most important things. And just making sure that they chat responsibly, muting their microphone when they're not speaking, and respecting others, and definitely asking questions. Since sometimes they don't want to have their cameras on and I can't read minds, it would be great just to know, are we getting it, are we not? So definitely asking questions and paying attention is important. All right, so if you have any questions or anything like that, this is the end of the presentation. You can email me, or any concerns that pop up, just let me know. Looking forward to a great school year, and enjoy, everyone. Thanks so much.